welcome to another episode of Ask Emma. This is Ask Emma, August 2018, part 2. Okay, let's get right back into it. My first question is Kristen from Connecticut. Your question, Kristen, is, Hi, Emma. I would love to find out more about my spirit guides and angels. Any information about my team would be great. Thank you so much. It is good to know your team. Because that way you know who to communicate with, you can address them personally, and you get a better sensation of who's with you in a way, Otherwise it's like, hey, you out there, can you come in and talk to me? I have a question. It's so much easier if you have a specific name. Now, know and understand that in the spiritual realm, names and labels are not really applied or used, but you do provide a specific name to your angels and guides before you come into this journey. So from a human perspective, you can have an intimate relationship with your team. Okay, so just setting that out there. Okay, so my angel Raphael is taking this question for you. So he's showing me number 3, meaning that you have a team of 3 entities that you chose to be your guides and to be your protectors. Now, that doesn't mean that there are not other entities out there, like deceased loved ones and other incarnations, connections that are guiding you and helping you. But we always kind of pick a specific team that stays with you. They're your go-to guys, your homies, to help you in this lifetime from the moment you're born to the moment you pass on. And sometimes that can be people that are incarnated with you as well. But that's an explanation for another day, because that'll probably confuse people. I have to talk about things like that. Okay. He's showing me 2 angels, 1 guide. He says you have an angel called Uriel who helps you with grounding in this human lifetime. Because you chose a journey where grounding and feeling comfortable in this human incarnation would be a challenge. And transcending those uncomfortable feelings is kind of on your to-do list. He says you also have an angel called Samuel who helps you with self-love and self-acknowledgement. He says he helps you to reconnect with your true self, with your energetic self, which has been intensified lately, he says. Whatever and whoever's vibrational frequency seems to be restrictive or damaging towards your own progress and evolution will be shedded from your current reality, so you can then get elevated by new expansive encounters and experiences. So what he's just showing me is that relationships are going to break down, are going to start to become distance, and new relationships are coming in to help you and assist you. And then you also have a guide called Jonah. Jonah assists you with relationships in all shapes and forms, including motherhood, but also the relationship with the self, which is key in this current journey. So for me to you, what it sounds like is that your own identification process and healing the self, releasing all the restrictions that you placed upon you in this lifetime, and it feels like in other lifetimes as well. You're here to transcend that. You're here to transmute fear into strength. So your team of 3 is definitely helping you do that. So don't be afraid to reach out to Samuel, Jonah, or Uriel is what I received. So I hope that helps, sweetie. And then my next question is Sandra from Oklahoma. Oklahoma. I have friends from Oklahoma. Hi, Julie. Hi, Katie. Julie and Katie, you know who you are. Two sisters, beautiful spirits. It's been about since 2002, 2001. I don't know. It's been a long time. But one day we will meet again. Okay, your question, Sandra. My father-in-law, Joe, recently transitioned. I would love to know how his transition went, who helped guide him to heaven, and if he was surprised at all. Please give him love for me and his son. Thank you, and love and light, Sandra. Okay, Sandra. I think when I transition, I'm going to be going, yoo-hoo! I bet you some people go, shit, what just happened? See, Sandra. See if Joe wants to come in. He's coming in. He feels a little bit more reserved than the than some of the other spirits that came in, but very loving. I'm just having Eric over and help him out a bit. I don't know. It just seems like a kind of, I don't know how to explain the energy, but it's like almost like a timid or withdrawn energy. But massive heart, big heart. Okay, so he's giving me the numbers 10 and 24. 10 and 24. In some way or form, that's he's doing that for validation for you and the family. He's also attaching to the 10 and 24 the words regret, no regrets. No regrets. He's using a lot of visualizations in my head. Okay, he's showing me hovering above his body, feeling detached from all fears, aches, and pains instantly. He's showing me he heard a familiar female voice as he's hovering. He heard somebody call him. It was a female voice, and it seemed very familiar and homey to him. And so he started floating towards the direction of the voice. And it looks like at first, the closer he got to the voice, a human shape, human-like shape appeared. And the closer he got, the more clear it became. So he started seeing facial features that went from blurry to clear. He says he saw someone called Carolyn or Caroline who embraced him as if to say, welcome home, sweetie. He says he felt very loved and very like he was back where he belonged. back at home. He was home. He was back home. He says she then took him to meet the others. His angels and guides were smiling at him. And after he received his, he calls it his initiation. Initiation. I don't know if that's an English word, initiation. He says he then saw his parents and his brothers. And he's saying they guided him around his new and old environment. Because he's saying it's weird. It's almost like you're seeing it for the first time, and at the same time it feels like it's a memory. It feels like it is a place you've always known. So you get kind of a little bit of a conflicted feeling, but in a good way, he says. He's making me feel like he's going to try and reach out more and connect more as time, he says, as you guys get more connected with yourself. So I think what he's not, I think what he's trying to say is that he's not so great at communicating right now. It's almost like he's still in training or he's still working on it. But the more you reconnect with your own source, the more he gets to come in and communicate as well. He's sending everyone love. He says, I'll see you all later. But he's saying, I'm having a good time. So we're all good. So I hope that helps a bit, Sandra. Who's very visual, so this is just an interpretation of what I see. So I hope that resonates with you a bit. Let's see. My next question is Erin from New York. Hi, Emma. I'd like to know how my girl Amy is doing since her transition a few years ago. We were very close while she was here, and even now she still seems to be in my dreams all the time. Is that really her? And are we meeting in the astral or just my subconscious playing out stories? I think she knows I still miss her quite a bit. Thanks, Erin. Okay, this is Amy for Erin. Amy, to me, her energy feels very creative and a little bit hyper is what I'm feeling right now. So either she's super excited to talk to you or that's just who she was or is as an entity. She says she's been reaching out to you in many different ways, through dreams, she says, through synchronicities, and through music. She says the time has come for you to open your doorway to your inner connection by truly finding joy in who and where you are, she says. She says by releasing your insecurities about yourself and understanding the divine power within you, you will unleash and attract new physical and spiritual connections that will elevate your physical existence and create a presence of peace and balance within yourself. Love and respect yourself always, as I love and respect you, she says. The answers are always in the silence within your soul. So go and explore that territory and allow the magic to emerge from within you, she says. I love you. Let's keep up the communications and follow your heart always, she says. So I hope that helps a bit, Erin. Okay, my next question is Sangeeta from Wisconsin. Hello, Sangeeta. Your question, what is coming forth in terms of my job situation? Please let me know. Thank you so much, Emma and Eric. Eric says more stability and independence is on your path to come, but make sure that you feel comfortable and good about your career choices. New opportunities to work with like-minded people will come onto your path in the future, so don't feel afraid to take a leap of faith when it presents itself to you. But until then, see everything and everyone in the now as a teaching tool to enhance your spiritual connection and sensitivity to the energies around you. So you can then learn to distinguish your own energy from that of others, and you can then detect changes in other energetic beings around you, which will help you in your future endeavors. So positive thinking, he says, attracts positive results. Believe and know in yourself. And don't be so critical of yourself, he says. You're a great mom. So I hope that helps a bit, Sangeeta. My other question. This is Anne from Ireland. Hello, Ireland. Isn't it fun that we get to meet and we're all over the world and everybody just kind of joins together in this awareness and in this reconnection of souls. I just love it. Okay, Anne. I'm just babbling a lot lately. Sorry about that. Your question. Hi, Emma and Eric. I am going through so much in the last few years between bereavements. I don't know what that means, that word, but as long as Eric knows, I hope I said that right. Bereavements. Losing 2 partners and my brother and energy very low, suffering with underactive thyroid, allergies, just generally feeling unwell with anxiety and stress. Any advice would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much, Anne. Oh, Anne. I'm sending you some love and light right now, okay? Sending you some healing. But know that the healing process always starts from within, okay? The healing doesn't come from out there. It comes from in here. So that's just from me to you. Okay, let's see what they have to say. My angel Marna's taking this one, and she's kind of collaborating with Eric on this one. My angel Marna is all about relationships and health and things like that, and taking care of ourselves and loving ourselves. That's kind of her area of expertise. And then my other angel Raphael is all about spiritual guidance and expansion and so on, protection. She says, my sweet, sweet Anne, the reason you are feeling so unwell, stressed, and physically out of sorts is because you are unable to surrender to the flow of the events that occurred. And so you are constantly in a state of resistance. This means that you need to find the energy to embrace these events as being necessary and intentional for your growth and evolution. You need to foster the belief that you live in a friendly universe that works in function of your expansion. And although life can feel very chaotic and it feels like chaos a lot, you need to nurture the knowledge that the universe has an order, a fundamental harmony that all of us are participating in. And so even underneath what appears to be chaos, there's always an order trying to emerge. So surrendering to that wisdom and embody that understanding. So to everyone listening, even if you only see chaos in the world around you, underneath that there is a harmonizing presence. There is a harmonizing energy trying to happen. And as unique expressions of life, you all get to participate in it. So my advice to you is to surrender to the flow of your life. Do not resist the fundamental harmony of your reality and adopt the belief that all is as it should be and in perfect harmony with your expansion plan. Increase self-love and change your perspectives. See the beauty and harmony around you. Explore this amazing planet and explore the amazing person that you are. And when that built up negative energy from the past becomes neutralized with love and acceptance, you will feel lighter and more energetic and will receive a boost to start enjoying life again. Healing energy is being sent your way, Anne. Follow my advice, and abundance and joy will appear or reappear into your existence, she says. So I hope that helps, Anne. Hope that helps, honey. Okay. Our next question is Kate from the UK. Thank you so much for all you do to help others. You're an awesome girl. Thank you. Having a dad with Alzheimer's, that's rough. A mother with eye problems and a son who struggles sometimes with self-esteem. It is so hard to find a question to ask. I love them all so dearly. But I think what I would like to ask is about my spiritual team. I would love to know who they are and to be able to connect with my team and work with them to help my family members' health in some way. Is that at all possible? Thank you so much for you and your awesome team. Love and hugs, Kate. I think that is always possible because guess what? In life, anything is possible. Why? Because you're the creator, the writer, the producer of your own reality. So anything is possible. But let me see what your team has to say. So they're giving me the number 2 in my mind when I ask about your spiritual team. Again, this is the team that you've chosen. Your go-to guys. Doesn't mean there aren't other entities around you guiding you, but this is your team that you put together. I know what you're saying or what you're thinking. 2, that's it. I should have gone for so much more. I feel the same way about my team. I remember a long time ago, I'd be like, that's it. I got like 2 angels and 1 guide. And my husband has like, what, 16 or 18? I think 16 or 18. It's like, dude, you like try to cover your tracks for sure. Anyway. Okay, so you have 2 angels that are guiding you and protecting you on your journey. And then you have loved ones and other connections who are not a part of your team, but they are sending you love and guidance as well. You have a female angel called Lucy, who helps you with relationships as they define you. She says, they define you in some way or form. They help you to grow and expand by showing you who you are within them. She says, in this lifetime, they push your buttons a lot. They test your patience a lot. And the imperfections that are being created within these relationships are allowing you to feel unconditional love. She says, despite the fact that people count on your help and assistance, make sure that you don't forget about the most important relationship of all, and that is the relationship with yourself. Because if you want to continue to heal others, you need to be able to reside in a frequency of healing and light and positivity and love. Meaning that if you can spend an equal amount of time and energy upon yourself, then this will help you to raise your vibrational frequency and your energy levels. And this will allow you to be a healing and supporting factor to others, to the people around you, just by being present in the room. So no extra efforts needed. See, people think in order to heal people, we have to put a lot of effort in it and a lot of intention and a lot of focus, and work. But just being in a good place within yourself, having good vibrational energy around you and assisting you in this lifetime, that alone creates healing to the people around you, because the vibration and frequency of love and compassion and joy is always a dominant factor in an area where the energies around you are lower due to illness or disease or depression. And so what you do is, on a subconscious level, your energy is forcing the lower frequencies to start resonating with your higher vibration. So you are aiding their vibrational energy to be risen up, which causes healing, which causes feeling better, which causes mental and physical lifting up, if that makes any sense to you, she says. So she says, work, it's very important that you know this. You need to work on yourself. Spend time and energy on expanding and supporting your own needs and wants, and become that natural beacon of light to your family without feeling drained or energy deprived. She says, I hope that helps. You also have another angel called Michael, which is what, from a human perspective, we like to call him Archangel Michael. They don't really care for labels, but that's what we call him. He helps you with understanding the matrix of the events and experiences in your reality, meaning that he helps you to find clarity and answers into why things are happening the way that they're happening, but also to help you see the lessons in them. So you have a spiritual team of 2 angels that are helping you and helping you in the expansion of your soul and the experiences of your life lessons. So, Kate, I hope that helps a bit. Aylin from Texas. Hi, Emma and Eric. Is there any messages or advice from my higher self to me? He or she knows the subject. In one of my past life, according to you, my name was Mehmet, who lived in the 16th century in Istanbul. Especially, I would like to hear this answer from him. Thank you very much, Emma and Eric, for this opportunity. I really appreciate it. Okay, it does look like Eric wants to take this question, though, so I hope that's okay with you, Aylin. He says, hello. He says, you're searching for answers to explain your current human incarnation in the wrong direction. He says, the search for identity and individuality does not lie in other incarnations, but it lays in the creation process of today. We like to add to that understanding some of your other lives can provide a window in certain experiences and responsive emotions of this lifetime. However, when the focus on other lives overpowers the creation process of the current life, then it can be restrictive in the current reality as your focus and energy is directed against the flow of the energetic current of this lifetime. He says you are a creative and intelligent entity that needs to work on the removal of fears and the need of approval. You're not going to like this answer, he says. That's not the answer you wanted. But he says certain things need to be addressed. Create your own identity and make this life into your own unique piece of art. You're the architect of your world, so create it with passion and love, and from that will flow abundance and joy, harmony within, he says. And anything is possible. There are no restrictions or limitations in this current reality that you are experiencing. So go wild, he says. Be creative and have fun doing it. Okay? So that's the answer I'm getting. Like I said, I don't control what comes in and I don't control what's being said. So I hope that helps you a bit. Okay, this is Sue from the UK. I've had several Sues today. Hi, Emma, Eric, and guides. Thank you for the much needed opportunity of asking a question. You're welcome, Sue. My mom passed away 4 years ago, and at that point I started on my spiritual path, attending development circles and workshops. Can you tell me where I'm going with this? I've asked my guides, but don't seem to hear any answers for myself. Why am I drawn to the problem of lost and stolen dogs? I'm desperate to help them find their rightful homes. Do I have a guide wanting me to help the dogs? And is there a link with my spiritual development? Please help me, Sue. Okay, Sue. Let me see what I get in. Your mother is taking this question, if that's okay. Because she says, you always think I don't talk to you, but I do. Just laughing. She's sending you love, first of all. She's giving me the name Rita. She's calling you her sweet angel. So she says, okay. She says, my sweet angel, I want you and your brothers to know that I am with you every day, together with Dad. She says, guiding you to finding your own inner smile. She says, my sweet Sue, your team and I have been communicating to you, only it does not come to you in a way that you expect it to happen. You're here to learn to transcend the intellectual perception of life, of your reality, and to replace it with your intuitive perception. What does that mean, she says? It means that you need to learn to put your intuitive feelings and your telepathic abilities first, because yes, you do have them. And you need to replace the intellectualization with the knowing that you are connecting to all. She says, let's talk about the telepathic abilities. You have them, you use them, but you're not aware of them. Okay? You're not aware of this. This is your way, she says, of communicating to animals and understanding people's true intentions and thoughts. Hence your push, she says, towards communicating with animals. That's where it comes from, because you have a way to connect to them. Only you don't trust it. You don't trust your own thoughts. You don't trust your own feelings. You try to intellectually, that's a kind of a strong word that she's using, but I'll say it. She says you're intellectually trying to forge a spiritual connection. And your connection is purely intuitive, feelings. But by commuting, by spirit, when spirit and us, she says, are communicating with you through emotions, how you interpret that feeling is us talking to you. Okay? She says, I know it sounds a little difficult, because you really want us, or you really want to communicate in a way that you can intellectualize. But your communication is 100% feelings and the ability to have a telepathic connection, which you still need to continue to build up on, because unless there is an awareness of it, it can't grow and manifest into a clear connection. Okay? So, she says, you're an intuitive. That's what it comes up to. You're an intuitive, which means that you communicate to us through feelings and emotions, energy and vibrations. So look up ways to enhance your sensitivity to energy and teach yourself how everything feels instead of how everything, should feel or should be like. Teach yourself, another great thing she says for you is teach yourself muscle testing techniques. Really get to know your own energy, so you can then separate the other energies from that energy, and you can receive messages and communications that way. She says, release all ideas and thoughts on how your connection should look like and should be coming into, and really focus on creating your own unique connection. Feel our messages instead of trying to listen or look for them. She says, we all love you, so stay the course. And yes, animal communication is what you wanted to master in this lifetime by using your telepathic abilities and your intuitive abilities to create a communication and to pick up on lost animals as well. So I hope that helps a bit, Sue. Your mom's kind of fun, just so you know. Her energy feels bubbly. Let's see here. My next question is Tatiana. Tatiana. I like that name, Tatiana from the Netherlands. Hallo in Nederland, hoe gaat het met jullie? Met mij is alles goed. I'm sorry, I'm losing my marbles today. It's the first day that the kids are back at school, and it's almost like liberation. It's tough being a mom, especially in the summer vacation. I'm sorry. Okay, your question, Tatiana. You're all gonna think I lost my marbles. That's okay. Sometimes I do. It's part of being me. Your question. Dear Emma, from a completely different life, I am now a textile artist. Textile artist. I have never heard of a textile artist. Sorry. 3 years ago, I started my own dream. Good. My company with a whole new venue of art, making curtains into pieces of art. Oh, how cool is that? The way things took off, I can't believe where I am, only 3 years later. From the beginning, I feel really blessed, but also guided. Actually, I think the whole invention of my venue of art was even not mine, but given to me. Most of the time, everything in our lifetime is given or passed through us by our higher selves or by source. Anyway, also during the making of a piece, the design or a solution to a problem can just pop in my head, a very high-speed download. Sometimes when I'm in the right zone, I can make art through this receptive mode. I really would love to know who this mega super team of helper is. I have some very hesitant ideas, but I cannot believe it. It would be so heartwarming if your answers would confirm. I would really like to connect more with them during working, and above all, I would love to thank them. Please thank them for me. Oh, you can thank them. They can hear you. Tatiana from the Netherlands. Okay. Okay, Tatiana, your angel who calls himself Joe. He says, you can call me Joe. It feels like his name is longer though, but it's almost like this is kind of like a nickname or a shortage of names. Not really sure, but he says you can call him Joe. He says that you receive influences and guidance from different spirits who come in on occasion to assist you with ideas and inspiration and guidance. He says you've received guidance from Monet, from Van Gogh, and Cezanne. Your angel also says, don't be afraid to allow and connect to the divine source for inspiration. As you will be able to channel that love and wisdom and universal knowledge directly onto your canvas, directly onto the fabric. So understand and own the belief that you channel creative insights, and you will increase that connection, he says, which will allow you to create pieces of art that will resonate with people worldwide. So be free as a spirit and as an artist to bring beauty and creativity into the homes of people, because it provides them with beauty, love, and healing, he says. So how cool is that? So you have Van Gogh. Who else, Joe? Cezanne. I don't know Cezanne, but I know Van Gogh. And Monet, that every now and then pop in, give you some inspiration, pops back out. So very cool. All right, well, that was it for all the questions for August. There's not going to be an Ask Emma for September, but I will reopen my purchase button. You can repurchase a new question for October. I've changed it up a little bit, so I will reopen the purchase button on October 1st at 7 p.m. Belgian time in Europe, little country, tiny, squeezed in between France, Netherlands, and Germany. 7 p.m. Belgian time on October 1st. I reopen my button. And then those questions will be answered at the end of that month, on the last week of October. Okay? That way you guys don't have to wait so long to get your answer. So make sure that if you do get to purchase a question, if you do get a confirmation of sale, that you send your question right away to Emanuelle-McIntosh@hotmail.com. Okay? New rules, new regulations. Okay, I love you. I'll see you guys later, and bye.